Hello there, Internet, and welcome to another video for my Steam NextFest June 2026 series. This is a metroidvania demo for The Dying Mind, which looks kind of better on this title screen than the screenshots and the capsule art led me to believe. It was somewhat trepidatious that I came to this one, though I will say that the options menu is, well, kind of non-existent, frankly. Let's see what this is like. It gets 30 minutes. Mr. Commander Coder. Single dev effort, I believe. A game about death and rebirth.
There was a writer named Mark who longed to create something meaningful, but always lost his inspiration.
A writer named Mark would know to put a capital T on there. Wow.
His plane was suddenly shaken by violent turbulence. The cabin rattled as screams filled the air.
That is somewhat violent.
The pilot struggled to regain control. A sharp snap echoed when part of the tail elevator broke away.
Meow.
The aircraft spiraled downward as the captain tried to keep everyone calm. Panic spread through the cabin.
How tall are those trees?
Watched the ground rush closer. Then, in a final moment of silence, he crashed.
Very. The Dying Mind. So this is the last moments of a dying writer named Mark, which is an interesting premise and setup. Okay, no D-pad movement. I know a lot of people like it when I mention if there is or is not D-pad controls. We have nothing on any of the buttons except select. We've got a lot of stretch and squish on that walking. Meadow. Boink, 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 boink. Nice reactive details in the background. We are, of course, going left at the start. We have an incredibly high jump, but not that high. There's like an extra kind of wobble. It's like woo woo, woo woo, woo woo, woo woo, woo woo, in the air. Realised I should probably finish that sentence, which makes the animation look kind of weird. Hello, Death?
Hello, Mark. How are you feeling now that you've stepped this far into yourself?
What is this place?
This is a chamber carved from your own imagination, a halfway world between childhood and everything that followed. And I am the shepherd, the one who guides lost souls until they remember what it is they truly seek.
Who are these kids? What kids?
To everyone in this realm, you are the same child you once were. But beneath that borrowed skin, you are older, heavier. I see the weight you carry, your true form, even when you try to hide it from yourself. That answer was never mine to hand you. Explore this place, listen to the echoes, face the parts of yourself you abandoned. Only then will you know where to go next. Now go, Mark, and I hope this journey will help you find yourself.
Thanks, Shepherd. In terms of narrative flow, the question, who are these children, or who are these kids, would probably make a little bit more sense if we saw them before we spoke to this guy. Because we haven't seen any children at all. Were there some in here that I could have seen? No. I just... A little bit of, I know it's the guy's dying moments and all that, but a little bit of at least internal logic and consistency would probably have made that more impactful. Show us the kids before we have this conversation. But as it is, it's like, I don't know what he's talking about. I get the idea.
Hey, Mark, up here. Whoa, you got so tall. I almost didn't recognize you. While you were gone, I made a super cool challenge just for you. If you finish it, I'll give you a secret reward.
Ooh.
Yes, I knew you'd say yes. First, jump on the swing and go up to the bed layer. It's easy for you. You're really good at this stuff.
Okay.
Next, bounce on the bed a few times. You have to jump really high. Don't worry, I know you can do it. Then comes the hard part. You have to jump to the other branch. It's tricky, but I believe in you. Last step, use the other swing and come over here. The reward is waiting.
That sounds very kind of AI generated, I have to be honest. Okay, so walking actually causes the objects to move.
Wow, Mark, you made it up here. I'm so impressed.
Grayson?
You're welcome. I hope you liked the challenge. I had so much fun making it for you. I can't wait to make more fun stuff for you in the future.
Where's my reward?
The reward is this cool sword I found in the attic of your house. I've been waiting for you to finish the challenge so I could give it to you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Bye, Mark. See you later.
Sword of Awesomeness. An old sword your parents bought at your 9th birthday. They bought it at my 9th birthday. Not for my 9th birthday. Take that, grass. Or dandelions. Watch out. Small or robot things. Okay, combat is oddly basic. Why are the hearts spawning in the middle of the air? Ooh, nice colour palette shift. It makes a metal sound even when it hits wood. For it is the sword itself making the sound, and not what it hits. This house is locked. Okay, we do have an upwards attack. Is this thing dying, or am I just wasting my time? No, it is in fact dying. A little bit of a hint that that was actually happening. This house is locked. Yeah, I'm sure these hearts are supposed to spawn out of the corpse of the enemies, but they don't. Well, no, I'm not sure, but I suspect. I'm assuming that's a boss health bar. Hi, friend. Right, we've got no... We've got no dodge move or anything, so... Something behind the fireplace. Spot the difference. For reasons. Okay. A thing. Dash orb. It was concealed by a wizard who foresaw a coming threat, preserving it so that one day a brave warrior might uncover it and wield it against the rising golem. Okay. That is the dash animation. What? Hit me then? Huh? E? Why is it suddenly E now? E is not a button on my controller. I mean, Y is not technically a button on my controller either, but... Wait, what's the point of having a dash if it doesn't give you any... Okay, so it's not a dash that gives us any iframes. And... now I can't move. Hold on, let's try unplugging the controller and plugging it back in again. Okay, so oh. I've apparently changed... Oh, okay. I pressed R1 and the game quits. Ahem. I'm loading the game back up. Let's continue adventure. At some point, I'm hoping... Oh, there we go. It's a bit slow to hook in with OBS. Okay. So, this is not an iframes dash. It is a maneuverability tool. Oh, that still hit me, okay. Oh, he just changed the arm he was attacking with in mid-combat, in mid-swing. Whee! I'm taking this head with me. Oh, apparently I'm not. Okay. So now what? There's no path through here. You can't jump when you're on top of the head. Oh. Oh. Is that a gate plate? It is, okay. Hey look, a lever in the middle of nowhere. Hold on, is that grass on top or is it spikes? It's grass. That's an interesting choice of visual design, if I'm honest. Yeah, red spiky things don't necessarily signify, yeah, this is safe grass for people to stand on. They certainly don't signify that to me. I can't imagine I'm alone in that.
Ah, young warrior, you have struck down the stone beast, just as it was spoken. My tribe gives thanks for your brave hands and your strong spirit. We watched from the high branches while the beast roamed below. None of us dared face it, but you did.
You're welcome.
Yes, our seer spoke true. He said a young warrior would come to our village, one who would find the sacred orb hidden within the house.
Goodbye. No.
Master, he is our seer, a keeper of old paths, and now he waits for you. His chamber lies in one of the houses. Walk with care, young warrior. The path to...
Oh, hi, you again.
Ah, there you are, traveler. Come in, my boy. The door was left open because I knew you would find it.
Yes, because there was only one door.
I have been waiting for a long time, child. Long before the beast woke beneath the village. Long before you ever laid your hands upon the sacred
All of 20 minutes ago.
Some things do not wait to be found, my boy. They call, and certain souls cannot help but answer. And yet, you mastered its power quickly.
Well, I don't know about mastered.
That is not a gift given to every traveler. The orb did not choose you by accident. Wizard, shepherd, guide. Names are fragile things, child. I simply help travelers when they lose their way.
What should I do now?
Continue forward, my boy.
Through the bookshelves?
The orb you carry will open paths once closed to you. The road ahead grows darker, but it is yours to walk.
The orb you carry will open paths once closed to you. That would make sense, again, from a writing perspective, if we'd actually seen any of these paths that weren't open to us. But of course we hadn't, because we couldn't get past the boss without them.
Some will fear you, some will follow you, and some will remember you. Go now, traveler. The road ahead grows darker, but darkness has a way of revealing what the light prefers to hide.
Sure. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just realised there's actually a sword thing in the top left, top right hand corner. Oh. Okay. And I've got no control again. So, whatever happens on death removes the player controller. I'm going to hazard a guess. That's kind of dumb. And it just legitimately, you can hear me tapping on the keys there, that none of these are working. So it literally removes the inputs. I assume it's got this because this is this a Unity game? I'm going to assume this is a Unity game. Hold on. Manage, browse. Yes. Yes, it is. Because of how action layering works in Unity, with the new input system, this can still work because it's on a universal layer, whereas player controls would be on a separate one. I'm not going to start and restart the game each time. This is kind of slow, kind of floaty, not particularly exciting, but some people might like it as is. There's a certain degree of chill almost in terms of just, you know, moving through this world. I personally like the idea of, you know, it being a writer because I'm a writer, but the idea that, you know, diving into one's own imagination and subconscious at the moment of our death is a cool idea. I don't know how much this game is going to do with it. But there's not really been a lot here. You know, if this is a metroidvania, so far we have seen a dash. And that's fine. You know, we're 20, let's say 20 minutes, let's be fair. We've got 20 minutes into the game and we've got a dash. So that's not a terrible, you know, time spent thing. But what we don't have is a map. At least this is saved. Has OBS caught up? OBS has caught up. Wonderful. Well done, OBS. There's just something very kind of wibbly. Is there a way of making this go up? No, you have to hit the button. And that is a wall, which we can't get through. Whoa. Yeah, the extra wibbles in the movements actually make it feel kind of weird. Yeah, I appreciate a bit of stretch and squish. Stretch and squish. No, I don't find that a particularly bad animation technique at all. It's one of the things that very often can be used to add juice to a game. Oh. Not going up that way then. It's a wall. I have no way of getting up here. Can I use that to blow up the wall? I cannot. Okay. So we can't go left. We can't go right. We can't go right here. He's gone. So we can't do anything with him. Can't go there. I think I might as well just end it here because I've only got 3 minutes left on the clock. In terms of first impressions, you've got a fairly significant bug. At least I'm assuming it's bug because it'd be a really stupid feature. You got a really dumb bug which takes away player controller if you die, so you can't move anymore. Not entirely sure how that escaped playtesting. And I've got... you advertising this as a metroidvania, and I've got no metroidvania features whatsoever. You know, I've got a dash, but that could be any 2D platformer. I like the concept, but the pace of the game is turgid. The music's nice and chill, and I do like the art style. I think the stretch and squish is a little bit much. But, you know, it adds a bit of juice. Combat so far has been basic beyond measure, but that's fine in the first, 10-15 minutes of a game. And I've got no idea where you want me to go, unless you want me to go backwards. But that's a really interesting choice, he says, vaguely facetiously. Maybe it's something that opens up after we kill the enemy. Flying enemies, eh? They're super fun to fight. Well, not doing anything there. Can't drop down through the bridge. Nah, I don't know what you want me to do. So those are my incredibly dull, I think, first impression. Oh, this doesn't quit out to the main menu, does it? Those are my impressions of The Dying Mind. I feel like my brain cells were dying with the slow pace of that one. There's some potential there, but there's so little actually there so far, and without a map, without clarity as to what you're doing or where you're going, yeah, there's a level design issue, I guess. Something along those lines. That's much louder than I was expecting. It's a story-driven 2D metroidvania where you explore the fractured mind of a young writer, battle symbolic enemies, and uncover lost memories in a race between life and death. See, the pace of that was not saying a race between life and death for me. That was slow. Dying Mind, previously known as Rebirth, is an emotional, story-driven 2D platform metroidvania. Says tragic accident marks becomes trapped and still in a world shaped by his memories, fears, and regret. See, this is all cool. I like this as a premise. Dreamlight world, yeah. Epic combat. I feel like epic combat has become very much a buzzword. It's not just combat, it's epic combat. It's like, how is that epic? The hitboxes felt wonky. Everything is very floaty. I don't know, maybe I've just got a different understanding of the word epic. It was a cool looking visual for a boss. Maybe they get much more challenging later on. But yeah, I do like the visuals. There's a nice aesthetic to it, but it's nothing that I'm really thinking, oh yeah, no, I need to play more of this. So that has been The Dying Mind. Do we have any details about... No, we don't know any release date or anything like that. Best of luck to the developer. Don't really think this one will be one that I'll be picking up. Just based on the pace alone is a little bit slow. But you never know. Maybe I'll change my mind later down the line. I don't know why he looks like Dante from Devil May Cry in the artwork, but he does. It is what it is. Thank you for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed, this look at The Dying Mind. See you all in the next video. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.